overall I feel physically really strong, and I'm excited to be able to strengthen my body again and work out again because that's something I missed. Good morning, my friends. I thought I'd take you along with me today and show you what I eat in a day after doing a strict carnivore diet for a year and a half. Just to kind of clarify things, I still am mostly eating meat, eggs, and dairy at this point. Probably 90+% of my diet is still animal-based foods, but I have added in some other carbs like fruit, raw honey, and occasionally we'll have little bits of other types of carbs, and I've done really well with that. For me personally, adding in some carbs has been helpful in many ways, like with energy and exercise and muscle building, also sleep. I still think carnivore is a great way of eating for a lot of people, but a strict carnivore diet isn't for everyone long term. Anyway, I'm just about to head in and get started on making some breakfast. I really like starting out my day with homemade bone broth. I'm just heating it up on the stovetop. And now I'm going to throw some bacon into the oven. This is corn and soy-free bacon from Apsey Farms. While I'm waiting for the bacon to cook, I'm going to drink my broth and work on a puzzle that I've been doing this week. Now I'm just making some fried eggs to go with my bacon. I like using a stainless steel pan for frying my eggs because I can get them really crispy. I'm adding some Redmond garlic pepper to the eggs. I actually have a video sharing how to make a stainless steel pan non-stick. It's really easy. Look at those beautiful orange yolks. These are duck eggs, so the yolks are bigger than chicken eggs. I've also got some kimchi, which is a fermented food, and some mandarins, along with the bone broth. And of course, the morning sunlight. Look at how crispy these fried eggs are. It makes it taste so much better. Whenever possible, I like to eat my meals outside. I find it to be a lot less distracting, and I just love being outside. Before having any carbs like fruit, I always make sure to eat my animal protein and fat first to make sure to stabilize my blood sugar. After breakfast, I usually like to go for a walk. Lately I've been wearing these grounding shoes. They're made out of natural leather. I actually have a copper rivet on the bottom of the shoe which grounds you to the earth, which is pretty cool. So I've been keeping our chicks outside during the daytime as long as it's not stormy or raining. And then in the nighttime, hello! In the nighttime I put them in the garage to make sure they stay warm. And yeah, I just have the bottom of the cage open so they can kind of graze and peck, find bugs and stuff like that. And we are looking to get a coop for them soon. They are almost old enough to be coop ready. So hopefully we will get a coop soon. Maybe Jake will build one. So at the beginning of this year, I was able to start rock climbing again, which was really exciting because before I got sick, climbing was my passion and I've missed it so much, and it's been a lot of fun to get back into it. And honestly, I've progressed with climbing much more quickly than I ever would have expected. I haven't been pushing myself at all. I started out going once every other week, then once every week, then twice a week, and now I go 3 times a week. And I'm feeling really strong. So before I started climbing, a couple months before, I started doing more overall body strengthening to try to work my way up to climbing. And actually my husband Jake had kind of a requirement for me, a strength requirement to be able to start climbing again. And I started in the gym just doing the pull-up machine where they take a bunch of weight off. I took 120 pounds off, so the majority of my body weight off, and just did lots of repetitions to get my body used to that movement again. As you guys know, I had a major neck surgery years ago and have had neck instability, and so just like strengthening that area and getting used to that movement was really important. And I just slowly progressed. I was consistent, I didn't push myself hard, and now I am up to, I think my record is 10 or 11 full body weight pull-ups. At the beginning of, I don't know, maybe February this year, I was able to do my first full body weight pull-up without using resistance bands or the pull-up assistant machine. So overall I feel physically really strong, and I'm excited to be able to strengthen my body again and work out again, because that's something I missed a lot. So Jake built this pull-up bar here in our yard. I'm just gonna do a little bit of a workout for the most part this year. I would say most of anything I've done to exercise has been upper body, and I wanna try to do more well-rounded workouts, make sure I'm strengthening my legs and my core. Okay, I'm gonna go work out now. Having a post-workout raw milk shake for my lunch, along with a beef stick. And for the shake, I just use like 12 ounces of raw milk, a couple of strawberries, a dash of raw honey, and then a scoop of the unflavored Equip Foods Prime Protein Powder. Equip Foods has lots of different flavors for their protein powders, but personally I just don't really like the taste of stevia. I don't like the aftertaste of it, and I prefer to just kind of sweeten and flavor my shakes how I want to with natural ingredients. So that's why I got the unflavored, but a lot of people I know really like their different flavored shakes, and they have good ingredients too. I also really like using that handheld immersion blender because I can just make my shakes in one of these tall mason jars and really not have any dishes or cleanup, just drink it out of the same jar, not have to pull out a big blender or anything. And that works out really well. I will link anything that I used in this video down below. For Equip Foods, my discount code is JustRach. This summer I've really been enjoying these raw milk shakes because it's so hot outside. It's nice to have like a cold, refreshing drink. And I do drink raw milk just on its own plain too, but whenever I add additional carbs to it, like strawberries or raw honey, then I want to add more protein to the shake to make sure I balance out my blood sugar. That's why I add in the protein, but it's not something that I use a lot because I get so much protein from my diet anyway, and of course that's always best. But sometimes it's just nice to have something really quick and easy to make that's still nutrient dense and has a lot of protein. It's so good. Honestly, probably the best strawberry milkshake I've had. Not as sweet as a milkshake you'd get from like a fast food place, but to me it tastes better. Honestly, I think adding a little bit of carbs into my diet has really helped me as I've gotten back into exercising, helped me to put on muscle quickly, and just feel better overall when I'm exercising. So everybody's different in that regard. If you feel great on a zero carb carnivore diet when exercising and can build muscle, then great, like don't change anything. But also don't be afraid to experiment if you find something isn't working for you. Gosh, it's such a beautiful day. I'm so grateful for this place that we have to haul home. This forest has definitely been very healing for me. Anyways, I'll catch up with you guys later. I think Jake and I are going to have burgers for dinner tonight. Just something simple and easy. This frame right here is actually for a DIY cold plunge that Jake is working on building for us, and I'm really excited for it. These fancy cold plunges I think are like $15,000 or $20,000, but we are going to be doing it for probably under $2,000. I'm filming the process of making it, so I'll definitely make a video about it once it's done. So this is the stock tank that will go in the cold plunge here. We've got an ozone filter and a chiller as well. Cheese for me, and then pepper jack cheese for Jake.
Hard to probe these bad boys, but get
How is it?
Fish. Bueno.